Welcome to Auntie Junie's kitchen. Welcome to you all. Today I'm gonna make my beautiful peeps a nice Jamaican black fruit cake. And before I go, I want to thank all of you for supporting me all the way, and I want to say welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to make the Jamaican black fruit cake. I'm going to introduce here are the spices and the ingredients that I'm going to use into the black fruit cake. This is my raisin, which I'm going to put at the end. My almond essence. This is the browning. This is the vanilla, rosewater. You know we're going to use the baking powder, some ground nutmeg, butter, eggs, and limes. And which I'm going to use the lime rind, also the juice and the sugar. So before I get started, I want to say thank you again all for supporting me. So let's get started. I'm gonna this is my butter, which I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna use just like 8 ounces, maybe. One. So I'm gonna use about 2. This will do, which is about 2 big spoon of butter. It's about 8 ounces. Also, I'm gonna use the brown sugar, which I'm gonna use this is a 1 cup sugar. So I'm gonna go a little less on the sugar. This is a 1 cup sugar. This is what I'm gonna use to make the cake. So here it goes. Less than a little sugar and about 2 big spoons like this of butter. So I'm gonna start with my beating. I'm gonna take my time and start with the beating. And before you get started, remember I wash my hands already. Make sure your hands are always clean. Right? So I'm gonna take a minute to start with my beating. Let me put these aside. Let me put these aside so you can see what I'm doing clear. This is the first step, which is the beating of the sugar and the butter. First step. And I'm going to beat it until it becomes fluffy. And this is going to be just maybe an 8-inch cake. Let me stop and scrape down everything to get for it to beaten properly. Let me go start again. Start at a slow speed, then you gradually increase the speed as you go along. Number 2 fruit cake. And Miss Erin, you said that I should make another fruit cake for you to see how I do it, so I'm doing it for you. So you continue to beat until it becomes keep pushing it down. Yeah, the best way to get this the beating it's best when you take out the butter from before and let it get softened so you get a better beating quick. 1, 2, 3, you're done quick. Auntie Junie will be right back with you. So I'm finished with my beating. You beat it until it becomes light and fluffy. So I'm finished with my beating now. So I'm gonna add my eggs. That's stage number 2. So I'm gonna break them in this. I'm gonna add 4 eggs. Right, the eggs are in. So in the meantime, I'm gonna get my lime. I'm gonna wash my lime and off with the grater in. And I'm gonna use the lime rind plus a little bit of this is clean, so I'm gonna start with the grater in of the lime rind. And this prevent it, give it that flavor, and it prevent the cake from raw. So I'm gonna even use a little of the, and this is the lime rind, what I'm gonna use after I put my eggs. So eventually I'm gonna start with the pouring in of my eggs. I've added 2 eggs to the mixture already, which is 4 eggs I'm using, 4 eggs. Also, I'm gonna add my lime rind. I'm gonna add my lime rind. This give it flavor, which it cut the rawness of the cake. And let me even add a little juice to it. There's no seed in it, so I can juice a little bit to it. Right. So I'm gonna take a short mixture. In the meantime, I did wash my pan, so I'm gonna start with the straining of the flour. Let me get this straining. And the next stage is my straining and measuring of the flour. I'm gonna make sure this is 2 cups. 2 cups of flour, which which also I'm gonna add my baking powder. I'm gonna add, this is one teaspoon, so I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons. Also, I'm gonna add this is my baking soda. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of baking soda. Also, I'm gonna add some grated nutmeg. So I'm gonna sieve all of this together. For even distribution. Alright. So that's the story. I'm gonna just put it over here. Put it over here. This is my baking. This is the flour, which I added the baking powder and the baking soda and my ground nutmeg. So I'm just mixing it to get a even distribution to put into my cake. So I'm gonna start it with my mixing back again. Alright. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start to mix in my flour slowly. So I'm going to start to add some of the fruits in the mixture. Let me scrape down in the meantime to mix properly. Right, in the meantime, I'm gonna add my spices too. Alright. This is my spoon. This is clean. Also, I'm gonna add my rose water. This is 1 tablespoon of rose water. Also, my almond essence. I'm just gonna add my browning straight. 1, 2. And I will be using 3. This is a 3 tablespoons of browning. Let me start with my mixing. with about 2 of this fruits. I had to. I'm going to stop and do a little scraping down. And this is 1 cake. My stove is preheated to 300, so I'm gonna grease my baking tin. So I'm ready to grease my tin and prepare my liners. So I'm gonna start lining the sides. So I'm gonna put on this is my bottom. I'm gonna put on the bottom now. And this is how I line my cake tin. Okay. I'm gonna put these aside. Give it a, let me finish scrape it down and give it another beat. Mix it. And this is how your product should look when you finish. Alright? So I'm gonna start with the pouring of the mixture. I'm gonna just finish scrape this out. Scrape it out good. There goes the cake, and I'm gonna give it a few taps for the bubbles to come out. Alright, so I went ahead and my stove is preheated, so I'm gonna the water is inside of the stove already, so you can take a look, and it's preheated. So I'm gonna put the cake into the oven now. Just do it to let the air bubbles come out. So this is my Auntie Junie's cake. I'm gonna set it right over there. Right? So Auntie Junie will be right back with you as soon as the cake is finished. Welcome to Auntie Junie's kitchen. I'm not ready to take my cake from the oven. It's finished with the baking, and this is my cake. Alright, you look at the cake. It's nice and a pretty cake. Just have a little slit. So I'm just gonna give it, let it cool a little, and then we started with our cutting. So I will be right back with Auntie Junie's kitchen. So Auntie Junie is ready now to do, it's cool a little, so Auntie Junie is ready now to do the cutting of our nice fruit cake. And I'm gonna show you how pretty my cake is. Just take a look. A clean look. Let me put it. Right? And you can just take a look at it. That's Auntie Junie fruit cake. And it tastes very delicious. So let me tell you something. The tips, you must always have a little water in your oven when you're baking, so that you can have a nice moist cake. And you can like, share, and subscribe to Auntie Junie's kitchen. So Auntie Junie love you and stay safe. Bye.